I think for me, man, when it comes to trucking jobs, if I decide to stay in the trucking industry, after doing a lot of due diligence and really doing my research, I think tanker, specifically hauling fuel, would be my next move. And I'm gonna give you guys some reasons why. So prior to me getting my CDL, it's been almost, well, a little over 5 years now. Um, I was looking at this company called Florida Rock and Tank Lines, and I've done a video about these guys. I've covered them on my channel before, but this was a company that I was, checking out. I had my eyes on before I got my CDL, and at the time, this company required 2 years of driving experience. Since then, I think they've lowered those requirements to 1 year, if I'm not mistaken. But this was a company that I was really checking out, and I was very interested in this company. They made good money. Looking at some of the reviews and things of that nature that I was checking out, and I just thought it would be cool to haul tankers. So I kind of always had my eyes on hauling fuel. Fast forward to today, that hauling fuel bug is still in me, right? So almost 5 years now, I've been in the food service game, and food service has been really good to me. Not gonna lie. Um, it's been it's been a pretty good experience overall with the company I work for. Shout out to Gordon Food Service, good company. And regardless of what happened, in the future, if I decide to leave this company, the opportunity to work for this company, in my personal opinion, has been pretty good. So, I'll never have nothing to say bad about the company. And the only reason that I would leave food service is to do something like hauling fuel, something less physically demanding, but still be able to make good money. So for me, man, when I look at hauling fuel, I just think that the fuel industry, if you have a job hauling fuel, particularly if you get with some of these bigger companies that have a lot of stores, like your Gemini Motor Transport, also known as Loves, your Pilots and Flying J's, your Circle K's, things of that nature. If you can get with one of those companies, I think you'll do pretty good, in terms of having work and making money. Right now, there are some exceptions to that rule. You look at companies like CLI Transport or Sheets, another good company. Those drivers make good money as well. But obviously, the company is not as big as some of those other companies I mentioned. They're not, everywhere. Some of those companies I mentioned are in more locations. And so you probably have a better chance at getting those jobs. But if you do live in the areas where CLI transports are located, those Sheets, opportunities, I think that's a great opportunity to jump on. So for me personally, I'm definitely not one of those people who say, you know what, man, I'm not hauling fuel. I don't want no bomb strapped to my back or anything like that. Listen, strap the bomb on my back and let's get down the road. You feel me? Like, that's how I look at it when it comes to hauling fuel. I mean, look, if you're talking about having an accident or a fatality in a fuel truck, your chances are higher driving down the road in a normal vehicle in terms of getting into an accident. You're definitely more inclined to get into an accident and have a fatality just driving in your normal vehicle compared to a fuel truck. And that's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? So if we talking, risk, I'll take my chances in a fuel truck compared to, driving down the street in my vehicle. So yeah, I mean, trucking in general can be a dangerous job. And, when you're dealing with fuel and hazmat material and things like that, yes, there is some danger there. So you just got to pay attention to what you're doing, right? Make sure you're following all the safety precautions and safety guidelines and safety procedures and just doing the job like you're supposed to do the job. And I think you'll be fine. Another reason I would choose something like fuel is because the majority of us need fuel, right? It's not like some of these other trucking jobs out there that's highly predicated on what the economy is doing. You need fuel. So for me, I really think that's a pretty solid industry to get into. I think there's a lot of stability there. That's just some of the things that I look at when it comes to choosing fuel as another trucking job that I would do. Those are some of the reasons why. Just the money you can make, the stability, and the fact that you're hauling fuel. It's a necessity that the majority of us need to operate our vehicles. Definitely think it'll be a good decision, and it's less physically demanding than what I'm doing now. When I pass by fuel haulers, dropping that fuel in those tanks at convenience stores, the majority of the time they're just kicked back or sitting down, or they just waiting on the fuel to get into the tanks. And it's like, it seems like a pretty chill job. Easy money is what I call it. To be able to do something where you're not working as hard, you're still able to make good money. For me, I think that would be a route that I would pursue after food service, for sure. If I were to stay in trucking and leave food service, fuel hauling would definitely be at the top of my list. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comments. Look, if you're watching for the first time, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. And I need everybody to do me a favor and hit that like button, man. I really would appreciate it. And until the next video, I catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.